Welcome back to How Reading is Becoming a 21st Century City. I'm Brian Kelly, Director of Redesign Reading. Last time we talked a little bit about the STAR rating system, which is sustainability tools for assessing and rating communities. And today we're going to talk about what the heck is that and why is it important. The first reason that we kind of came across this is this word sustainability. A lot of people use it looking at sustainable finance. Some people talk about the environment. Other folks are talking about sustainable rates of growth. It became so overused that everyone started to say, well, what does sustainability mean anymore? And how can you compare one city who's saying it's a sustainable city to another? So about almost 7 or 8 years ago, a group of cities got together and said, if we're going to start talking about sustainability, we're going to start talking about how we as cities are moving towards 21st century city kind of needs of making sure our economy is not destroying the environment and is promoting social equity. How can we actually measure that? So they developed this rating system. So they had professionals from all over the country who said, what is important when you measure sustainability? And they came up with 7 broad goals. And the first one, and we're going to kind of just name them, and in future ones we'll kind of talk about them. So the built environment is just looking at what is the physical way that your city is structured, your water system, your transportation system, the density of your housing, so are your neighborhoods walkable, livable? Climate and energy. Are you planning for the changes that are happening in our climate, and how are you using energy, and are you reducing that energy intensity over time? Economy and jobs. Do you have an increasing employment rate, a decreasing unemployment rate? Are you training this generation of individuals for the jobs that are going to be available in the future? Health and safety. That's pretty self-explanatory. How is your community health system? How is your hospital system? What about your perception of safety by people living in a community? Next is equity empowerment. Are the things that are available to people in a community available to everybody, or do you need to be rich in order to have access to the parks and to the entertainment? How are people being included in everything? Equity and empowerment. Education, arts, and community. What are the ways? How is your educational system and also your arts and culture? How does that factor into community? And then lastly, your natural systems. Your streams, your waterbeds, your natural parks, your tree cover, your water system, how are all of those being protected over time? And so then that overall are all the different kind of like elements, and then each one of those has all of these data points that we then end up collecting moving forward. So I think that gives us a good round overview, and in the future we're going to dive into each one of those. So bye, see you next time.